Hey guys, it's time for a little honesty. And the honest truth is, I understand that it's a lot to read. I understand it's a lot to read. When you take the North Carolina broker's exam, we are asking you to read a lot of information. And if I'm your instructor, I'm asking you to read each chapter, or let's be honest, chapters, before class, just to make everything easier. So this little series we're going to go ahead and call TLDR, or Too Long Didn't Read. Now, this is not your excuse to not read before class. This is more like I'm giving you the stern face, but I also need you to have a little bit of an idea of what we're going to be talking about in class before class. Really, guys, though, to take full advantage of the time you have with me or your other instructors, you really need to know what the class is about so you can ask questions about the things you didn't understand. So read before class. If you don't, however, watch the different videos on the different topics here on my YouTube page, and hopefully that will help you just be a little bit more prepared for class. So remember, this is going to be a preview, not a review. This is not a series that you'll be able to watch and not read the book or, oh, I missed class. This is seriously just to preview what we're going to be talking about and kind of put it into context for this section. Remember, if you're wondering where I got my topics from, you can always download the syllabus for pre-licensing from the North Carolina Real Estate Commission website, and that's ncrec.gov. ncrec.gov, which of course, North Carolina Real Estate Commission.gov. Okay, so are you ready to get started? Well, I am. So one of the first things you're going to learn is that there is a difference between being a realtor and being just a real estate agent. And I really shouldn't say just a real estate agent, because let me tell you, this class is not easy. So when you pass it, you should really give yourself a pat on the back. But what you're doing is taking a class to get your license. Here in North Carolina, we are a broker-only state. That means all of us are brokers. Other states, you have two levels of licenses. You can be a salesperson or you can be a broker. In North Carolina, all of us have the same level of education, so we are all brokers. When you finish this class, you will be a provisional broker, which means you'll have to take 90 more hours of education within 18 months. That's being a real estate agent. That's being a real estate broker. Being a realtor, and note there's two syllables in realtor. Being a realtor means that you have joined the nation's largest trade organization. Being a realtor means that you have promised to uphold the code of ethics. Being a realtor means you get access to the forms that are commonly taught and used in this industry. Just as a side note, if you've read your licensing law and commission rules, you know that the North Carolina Real Estate Commission does not create the forms that we use. Most of us use the forms that are provided by the North Carolina Association of Realtors, which are co-written, most of them, with the North Carolina Bar Association. So when you're a realtor, you're a part of a trade organization. You're a part of a group. Kind of think of it like a union. Oh wait, I'm in North Carolina. I'm not supposed to say that word. But think of it like a group of people who are here to support our interests. Well, the other real benefit to being a realtor is this idea that you get access to the MLS. MLS, which is multiple listing service. And this is how you get to see the houses that are for sale, that are for rent, how you go through and make showing instructions so that you can show your clients. The only way to do this is to become a realtor. And guys, I've been in the real estate industry for almost 20 years now. Do it. I love being a realtor. The education, the designations, it's all great. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Talk to your BIC about it. But understand, being a realtor means you're part of an organization. You are licensed to do business because you became a licensed real estate broker here in the state of North Carolina. So there actually is a good amount of stuff that you can do with your real estate license. Most of us say, oh, I have a real estate license and I'm going to go into sales. I want to help people buy and sell. That would be brokerage. Real estate brokerage, you're bringing together buyers and sellers. However, there are some other real estate involved businesses like appraisers. Appraisals are needed to figure out the value of a home. We cannot do that as a real estate agent. So if you're kind of into the real estate thing, but you don't really want to do sales, you could think about going into appraisals. Not this license. You could do property management, which is where you help people find people that want to rent their places. I guess that's the best way to talk about it. This means what you're doing is you're finding renters and you're representing the homeowner or the property owner so that they can make money. Yeah, I guess that's right. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know what property management is, but you do need a North Carolina real estate license to do this. You could go into financing, real estate financing, which means basically you would be a mortgage broker, which is awesome too. Or you could go into real estate development. Now, the large scale of real estate development is you build a subdivision, you build a PUD or a planned urban development, either way. Or you could do small scale. Maybe you want to do a little flipping, something like that. But you don't need a license to do that. What you do need is education, and you are in the right place in this real estate class if what you want to learn is more about real estate. Now, speaking of real estate, it turns out there's only two types of real estate in the world: residential and commercial. Residential is anything that is 1 to 4 family unit dwellings. And then commercial is literally everything else. Now, since that is such a big category, you can split that up. You could have industrial, you could have agricultural, you could have retail, because, I love to shop. You could have special purpose like churches or amusement parks or golf, what do you call those? Golf parks? I'm sure there's a word for it, but you all will soon see well enough that my mind gets a little woo sometimes. So, industrial, agricultural, special purpose, whatever. If it's not residential, it's commercial. So that's pretty much the end of all the big things that happen when you read the first question. This is really like an intro to this real estate thing. By the way, if you want to know a little secret, I fully understand that you're probably not going to read the license, law, and rules. Now, I need you to. I need you to read the license, law, and rules. But if you're not going to, please, please, please take a look at my other series. I call it Too Long Won't Read. And that's a too long won't read because I know you're just not going to read the laws and rules if you so choose. So if that's what you're going to do, please take a look at my license, law, and rules comments video series. You can go to this website, nclicenselawreview.com. And really what I've done is I've taken all the license, law, and rules and I've made them into video format so that if you don't have time to read, if your life is just so busy, you're just kind of getting behind, you can still get the same great education. Again, not every single word is in there, but 99% of what you're going to need to know to pass this test, right in those videos. I've broken them down by sections. Also, if you're more of an audio learner, then you can get a copy of me reading the license, law, and commission rules. Literally, the license, law, and commission rule comments. Now, in case you don't know the difference, the comments are what the commission has kind of pointed out to be important. It is a really, really, really important thing for you to know. There are some great examples for what you would probably be seeing on the test. So whether you read the license, law, and rule comments or you listen to them, make sure you do so. And then one of the other things, and I don't know if I would really say it's a too long won't read, but if you're kind of like, oh, what are the parts that people struggle with the most? You're in luck, because the North Carolina Real Estate Commission went in and they created something called problem topics. That is, they went and took all the data from all the tests that were taken in a certain year and they said, hey, here are the sections that people are struggling with the most. So I went through and made videos so that you would know exactly what that was. Anyway, if you're interested, take a look. nclicenselawreview.com. That is a paid series, but I promise you it is worth the money. I put my heart and soul into it, and I know it's going to help you pass the test. So that's it. Remember, I need you to read the license law and rules. I need you to read before class. This is the key to passing. But if you're not going to, which is your decision, you paid your monies for it, which is really weird because, as a good friend once told me, education is one of the few things that people pay for, but they don't care they get. So, it's your choice. If you just run out of time or you're just simply not going to do it, please take a look at some of the materials I have available for you. You should be reading. But if you're not going to, I also have your back just a little bit. So I guess I'll see you in class, and that's it for today. Bye.